Hello everybody and welcome back to the World's Greatest Trainer Tournament. This is round 2. The potential for trainers to be knocked out of the tournament if they receive a second loss is here. We have our matchups. First up, we'll have Karen versus Falkner and Morty versus Whitney. With that said, let's see who I will be playing as in the Karen versus Falkner fight. Looks like I'll be controlling Falkner yet again. With that said, let me sort out the teams and we'll be back. Okay, teams are locked in. Who will win, Falkner or Karen? If Falkner claims a victory here, Karen is eliminated from the tournament. Now, who will he lead with? That is the question.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
And Falkner leads off with the Butterfree. And they lead off with the Gengar. Ooh. That is not a great matchup for Butterfree to a degree. This thing is very fast. And Falkner is going to switch, and so are they. My guess is to Houndoom, Fire type and all.
Oh, it's Murkrow.
Murkrow, interesting.
The other trainer is also
Makes sense though, it's a flying type. But unfortunately, they're not the only one that switch. And Skarmory comes out.
What impact will this Pokemon
Okay.
have on the battle?
A Drill Peck is going to be unleashed from the Skarmory here. As it gets swaggered by Murkrow. Well, this proved to be Skarmory's undoing. Skarmory pulls through, taking advantage of the +2. Goes to the Drill Peck, but a Bright Powder kicks in for the Murkrow. The fact that it likes shiny things and it brought a Bright Powder along is a nasty predicament.
Yes, it's a hit.
Skarmory takes a Nightshade though, and it's no longer confused. It goes for the Drill Peck again. The +2 attack, will it take down Murkrow? It doesn't. Murkrow holds on. What a formidable Pokemon.
Still capable of going up, but the other one looks tired.
Goes for another Nightshade, and that is really going to suck for Skarmory, as that is going to do a solid chunk of damage. Skarmory retaliates with Drill Peck. Will it hit? It does, and Murkrow goes down.
That KO will bring out a new Pokemon. Oh, it's Houndoom.
Out comes the Houndoom though, which is a scary threat for Skarmory. But Falkner is going to switch into his Charizard here, knowing that Houndoom can't really do too much to it.
The Pokemon is returning to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Charizard.
Fire move comes through as predicted,
Whoop,
but unfortunately misses the Charizard. That is really bad luck.
the flow of battle.
Charizard will of course go for the Earthquake here, and Houndoom stays in
Sharp attack. Bullseye.
and takes the damage. It goes for a Sunny Day. A bit of a questionable move because that will only just boost Charizard's effectiveness with his Fire type moves. And unfortunately Charizard outspeeds. So that will be the end of Houndoom.
Oh, and down it goes.
Falkner proving he's a master of flying type Pokemon with his choices so far.
Difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side.
And Karen is unfortunately on the back foot, but she brings in the Umbreon. We've seen how nasty this Pokemon can be. We've seen what it can do.
Battle is unfolding.
Charizard is going to outspeed and go for the Fire Blast. Is it going to connect? It does! A searing Fire Blast with the help of the Sunny Day. Does a lot to the Umbreon. But it is going to get that Toxic off, and it connects with the Charizard.
Be the plan.
Okay.
The white
Charizard is going to stay in and of course go for another Fire Blast, which they will definitely not appreciate. Oh, unfortunately Umbreon hangs on. And it goes for the rest. Once again, Umbreon proving to be a thorn for Karen to use effectively. However, Falkner is going to switch his Pokemon and go into Crobat. Not wanting the poison to rack up on his lovely Charizard. Fortunately, Crobat is now confused, which is really bad news, as the sunlight fades away. Well, Crobat is staying in, but the Umbreon is going to be switching out here. Unable to do much, now let's confuse the opponent. Its Toxic won't work here, and they go into the Gengar. A great choice, but Crobat comes through with a Confuse Ray. We've seen how nasty Crobat can be with that Confuse Ray many times already. And now it seems there's going to be a switch. As Falkner brings out the Charizard. Bad news for Gengar, as it does have Earthquake. And Gengar hits itself in confusion. That's really bad luck for them. Will the Gengar choose to stay in and go for damage, or will she switch? She stays in. They go for the Psychic attack. And it connects with the Charizard, of course. Earthquake goes off. And it gets a critical hit, but the Focus Band kicks in for the Gengar. How fortunate that was for Karen. And Gengar manages to break through the confusion and go for another Psychic Blast. But Charizard holds on. Landing yet again another Earthquake. Can Focus Band protect it? It does not. Unlucky for the Gengar as it finally goes down. Next Pokemon will be, of course, the Umbreon once again. Unfortunately, the poison does not kick in because Charizard picked up a KO. And they will be able to get off one last attack before they go down to the poison. Do they connect? They do. Umbreon will not appreciate that one. And Charizard unfortunately goes down. After a fierce battle, they put in a lot of work to Karen's team. Can Karen do what she did last time? Out comes the Butterfree. Now, unfortunately, the Miracle Berry has already been eaten up on the Umbreon, so will this Sleep Powder connect and put it to sleep? Falkner preventing this Pokemon from continuing on with its shenanigans. And unfortunately, Umbreon is not going to appreciate that as it is now asleep. Falkner goes for the Hidden Power Bug. And it connects, but it doesn't do much. Will Umbreon be able to withstand the onslaught of Hidden Power Bug despite being stabbed? Unfortunately, Butterfree is not getting too much out of it. Umbreon holds on. Can it get off the rest? It does. Once again, proving to be a thorn for these trainers to overcome. Falkner, however, is going to switch here while it's asleep. And he is going to bring out the Crobat.
It can't move. How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Falkner goes for the Confuse Ray, and it lands on the Umbreon. Confusing it, making it harder for the Pokemon once it awakens. However, it is still proving to be a wall, as always, for Karen. As she proves she is truly a Karen on the battlefield, through and through. Unfortunately, Crobat doesn't seem to be able to do anything to this Umbreon. But it hits itself in confusion, and that is really unfortunate.
The heated action continues.
Another hidden power poison from the Crobat will land. Hitting the Umbreon for some more damage. But it is holding firm. Unfortunately, the confusion is getting the better of this Umbreon right now.
They're both hanging tough.
Which is really bad news for Karen. As another hidden power poison goes off. But again, Umbreon just eating it up. Doesn't seem to care. But it hits itself in confusion once again. Oh dear.
A hot battle is unfolding.
What will Umbreon do? Will it survive for a rest, or will it be able to critically hit and finish it here? Karen lost the gold thanks to a critical hit when she almost won using this Pokemon. And it does not! And unfortunately, Crobat proving it is a master of the confusion. Unfortunately, bringing down the Umbreon for Karen. She has lost her wall of a Pokemon. Luck was not on her side, and Crobat proves to be a devastating Pokemon as always.
There's a big difference in the number of Pokemon remaining on each side. Oh, it's Sneasel.
Out comes the Sneasel. And that is quite scary, of course, being an Ice type. However, Falkner will pull back the Crobat. Knowing there is definitely an Ice Beam coming, they immediately go into their Skarmory. What will this do against them? It goes for the counter. Ooh.
How will this Pokemon switch affect the flow of battle?
Steel Wind comes through, and it nails the Sneasel, doing some solid damage, but it holds on. And a defense increase happens for the Skarmory, but a counter is coming through. And Skarmory goes down. Counter proving to be a devastating move. Unfortunately, allowing the Sneasel to continue on to be a reign of terror on the battlefield. Falkner now sends out Dodrio. Will Dodrio be able to take down this Sneasel? That's the question. It goes for the Ice Beam. Can it get the freeze? That'd be devastating. Unfortunately, it doesn't. And the Dodrio holds on as it goes for a return. And that's going to finally take down the Sneasel.
There's only one Pokemon left to come out.
Unfortunately, the last Pokemon is going to be the Vileplume. Unfortunately, being the last Pokemon against Falkner's flying types, this Pokemon clearly doesn't stand a chance. As a Drill Pet nails the Vileplume, almost taking it out, but it holds on. And the Hidden Power Rock goes off, nailing the Dodrio, taking it down. Or either Hidden Power Rock or Ice, who knows. But unfortunately, that will be the end of the Vileplume here.
Oh, it's Aerodactyl. It's restored HP with some leftovers. The number of remaining Pokemon is 3.
Pterodactyl is going to go for the wing attack. Does it take it out of that range? It does. Being the stab move, unfortunately, Vileplume can't do anything. It is too slow. And it goes down. And Karen is knocked out of the tournament, receiving her second loss. We already have our first casualty in round 2. Falkner proving to be a master of the flying types and very formidable. They unfortunately win. And Karen, it's time to say goodbye. I guess Falkner truly proved that nobody likes a Karen, especially one that's on the battlefield. And he made sure that she knew it. The next matchup on today's agenda is Morty versus Whitney. Who will win out of these two? Let us see. First of all, let's see who I'm going to be controlling today. Okay, who am I going to be controlling? Whitney or Morty? If Whitney loses here, she is also out of the tournament. Morty already having one win under his belt, and it looks like I am going to be controlling Morty here. Very interesting. Let us see how this goes. Normal types usually struggle with girls' types, but will Morty be able to pull the victory here and eliminate Whitney, who is usually a fierce combatant for any new trainer in their journey throughout the Johto region? Okay, the teams are locked in. Can Morty take care of Whitney here and knock her out of the tournament? That's the true question. Let me know in the comments down below. Who do you think will win out of these two? With that said, we're going to get started.
This free battle is about to get underway. A hot battle involving the hopeful champs of tomorrow has just started.
And Morty leads off with the Mischievous. Who will Whitney lead with? Whitney is going to lead off with the Snorlax. Unfortunately, this got thwarted last time by confusion. How will Morty respond?
Ready to go. A curse was cast. Oh, it's
He
been
places a curse on the Snorlax, cutting his own HP in half, as Whitney also cuts her own HP in half to maximize her attack. Will this be her undoing?
is working.
The Snorlax is heavily injured now.
It used hidden power.
That is hidden power fighting, and it doesn't take out the Snorlax. Can he get off a rest? It just goes for the attack. Unfortunately, it will go down here.
That's it.
The Snorlax is unfortunately too slow.
Strength left.
Meaning Morty is in a great position to set out any other Pokemon he wants right now, and he will win the encounter.
What will be next? Oh, it's
And Morty brings out his Marowak.
What an opportunity! There's a big HP difference between the two combatants.
As Whitney switches back the Snorlax. Who will she go into?
Oh, it's Dodrio!
1 minute. Okay, I do apologise. Unfortunately got interrupted in the middle of recording. Right. So this is obviously a threat. It's faster than me. It can do good damage. But we got decent defense, so
A light hit.
yeah, not too bad. Unfortunately, a Fit Club
The attack.
followed by a Rock Slide. Oh, we unfortunately miss. Morty's
Battle is unfolding.
Marowak misses. Another Trail Pet goes off.
Hit. That one.
And that is really bad for Morty, because he wants this Marowak healthy.
That worked perfectly.
Does it take it out? It holds on.
Needed action continues.
Okay. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have a switch in here. So he's going to have to let the Marowak just take the hit and go down.
Both get ready to go.
That is going to hurt. That's a stab return.
Great hit.
Marowak holds on though. Goes for the Fire Punch, not taking the accuracy risk, and nails the Dodrio. After bringing down Marowak very low thanks to that unfortunate miss of the Rock Slide.
Pokemon. Oh, it's Miltank.
And out comes Miltank, and unfortunately Marowak is too weakened to do anything here. And it is going to be outsped by the Miltank, and it will go down.
Body slam. That's it.
Critical hit nails the Marowak. Didn't really matter though. Unfortunately, the Marowak's going to wake up with a bruised head in the morning.
Will join the battle now. The Pokemon have been chosen. Oh, it's
And out
Executor.
comes Executor to deal with the Miltank.
This has become a
Can it do so?
different Pokemon type.
Body Slam's going to come through. Can they get the Paralyze? It does. Whitney has insane luck and gets a full first turn paralysis as his Editor is unable to react or do anything here.
The white-hot battle continues.
They are now going to switch
Switching Pokemon.
after paralyzing his Editor. And they go back into the almost defeated Snorlax. Can his Editor break through the paralysis? It does, and Snorlax will go down here. Unfortunately for Whitney. Maybe she meant to sack off Snorlax knowing it was weak, so it could absorb a hit for her. Who knows?
Pokemon needs to be prepared. Oh, it's Porygon 2.
Now she goes into the Porygon 2, which does possess the Ice Beam, which could be a massive threat for his Editor to overcome. Unfortunately, it cannot be frozen though, as it is already paralyzed, and that does a solid chunk, and his Editor pulls off an explosion. Will it be enough to take down the Porygon 2 here? It is, unfortunately for Whitney. Her annoying stall Pokemon is down.
Oh my, it's a double knockout.
Both trainers are down to 3 Pokemon each. And now Morty's going to send out his ace, Gengar. And they're going to go into Kangaskhan here. Very interesting choice. Gengar is going to go for Psychic, knowing that Ghost types cannot hit normal types with their special type move, their own type moves. As a critical hit, Earthquake comes in from the Kangaskhan and takes down the Gengar. Gengar the potential of living, but that crit is an unfortunate moment, leaving Whitney in a lead with 3 versus 2. Out comes Girafarig. Can Girafarig stand up to the Kangaskhan here, or will it fall? It goes for a Psychic. It does a solid chunk, does a lot to the Kangaskhan here, but Kangaskhan's going to respond with an Earthquake. But unfortunately, it isn't going to do too much to the Girafarig here. It outspeeds and goes for a Body Slam. Unfortunately, Quick Claw could not proc twice. The Psychic will go off here and bring down the Kangaskhan. The battle has been reduced to a 2 versus 2, but Whitney's are at full health. And out comes the Clefable. What will Morty do here? Goes for the Stab Psychic. Can it bring down the Clefable? Clefable eats it very well and goes for a Stab Return. And unfortunately, that is Girafarig down. Whitney not wasting a time with a Belly Drum like last time with the Clefable. Last but not least is Haunter. What can Haunter do here? Not much, unfortunately, but it can outspeed. And it goes for the Confuse Ray. Hitting the Clefable. It goes for the Belly Drum, however.
It sacrificed HP to get maximum power. They're both hanging tough.
Morty knows he's in a difficult position here. He needs the confusion to happen to this Clefable if he wants to keep his Haunter around and go to a Destiny Bond, try and take it down.
Aha! It's confused no more.
However, Clefable is going to restore its HP. And there is not really much he can do about it. She is going to switch. She's going to send back in the Miltank. after keeping her Clefable nice and healthy, making sure that they do not lose this battle. Unfortunately, there is not much Morty can do here with his current moveset and his Haunter, except for just try and be a pain in the butt. And hope that he gets lucky, but unfortunately Miltank does outspeed. However, it hits itself in confusion, doing basically nothing. The curse goes off. It's always strategy with the Mischievous, but will it be enough to take down this annoyance of a Pokemon known as Miltank? Unfortunately not, as Whitney is going to be clever and switch out, knowing she definitely has this victory in her bag. Once it goes for the Hypnosis, and unfortunately it does not connect. And Whitney is going to switch yet again. Whitney knows that he can't go for a curse again, or his Haunter will definitely faint. Unfortunately, looks like Morty is unable to win this battle, no matter what he does. With that, Morty is going to hang in the towel, and Whitney manages to stay in the tournament. Unfortunately, that is the way it went. And, yeah, Morty already has a win, so he's not out of the tournament yet. So he knows he still has a chance to continue on to the next round. But unfortunately, for now, Whitney stays in the tournament. With that said, I'm going to call the episode here. If you've enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
Call me dog, my boss. The mad boss, the savage with the Gyarados. As I will make you blast off harder than your last loss. Teach you a lesson like you won't want your lapdogs. It was fast, huh? You're mad, huh? Want me to slow it down, or would you prefer it fast?